The streets of Lagos were alive with fury and determination. From Abuleba to Bega, from Ikeja to Ojuju, from Obalende to Aja, Ekpe and its environs, Lagosians poured into the roads, their voices merging into a deafening roar. The air buzz with the energy of thousands. Students, market women, Okada riders, musicians all united under one banner. The green and white of the Nigerian flag fluttered in every corner, scrawled with bold letters, Sorosoke. Placards with messages like End Bako's tyranny, Justice for Kule, and Freedom or Nothing dotted the sea of people. Chants of resistance rose like a tidal wave, reverberating through the heart of the city. At the center of it all, the massive Lekki toll gate became an unyielding symbol of defiance. The site of so many struggles now turned into a rallying ground for liberation. In the midst of the crowd, Amaka stood atop a makeshift podium. Her voice, amplified by a megaphone, was clear and resolute.
Lagos is not just a city, it is our home, our pride, and our future. General Bako thinks he can silence us with fear, with guns, and with death, but we are Lagosians. We do not bow, we rise.
The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices louder than the blaring sirens of Bako's advancing forces. Agu, standing beside her, watched the masses with a mix of pride and urgency. He knew this was bigger than any one of them. It was a movement, a storm that even Bako's tyranny couldn't contain. Amaka turned to Agu, her expression a mix of resolve and worry.
The people are ready, Agu. But so is Bako.
Agu nodded, his hand brushing against the pistol at his side.
Then we meet him head on, no turning back.
On the other side of Lagos, General Bako stood in a heavily fortified command center in Ikoyi. Screens displayed live feeds of the protests sweeping the city. His face was a mark of cold fury as his commanders briefed him.
The protesters are everywhere, sir,
Adisa said, his voice tight.
They have taken over major roads, markets, and even the Lekki toll gate. Our forces are stretched thin.
Bako's lip turned into a snare.
Then stretch them further. Deploy the tanks, tear gas, rubber bullets. I want that crowd dispersed now.
But sir, another officer injected. Escalating could what?
Bako backed. Lose control? We already have. If we don't crush this rebellion, it will swallow us whole.
As Bako's forces moved in, Lagos became a battleground. Tear gas canisters hissed through the air, followed by the screams and coughing of the protesters. Soldiers marched in formation, their batons striking out at anyone who dared to stand their ground. But the people did not scatter. From the streets of Surulere to the bridges of Third Mainland, they pushed back. Makeshift barricades sprung up. Young men and women hauled bottles and stones, their defiance unwavering. At the Lekki toll gate, the protesters' head fell. Agu and Amaka coordinated the defense, their walkie-talkies cracking with updates from other resistance cells.
Adamu, how's the mainland holding?
Agu asked, ducking as a canister exploded nearby. Adamu's voice came through, shaky but determined.
Wallahi, they are holding us at the line in Yaba, but they need reinforcement. I'm heading there now.
Good, Agu replied. Stay safe. As night fell, the standoff at the toll gate reached its peak. Bako's forces brought in armored vehicles, their headlights cutting through the darkness. Agu knew this wasn't just a show of force. It was an attempt to crush their spirits. The sound of a loudspeaker pierced the air.
Disperse immediately or face the consequences.
Amaka stepped forward, her megaphone in hand.
We will not move. We will not bow. This is our city and we demand justice.
A shot rang out, the crack of a sniper rifle echoing across the square. Gaps rippled through the crowd as a young protester fell. Chaos erupted, but Amaka's voice cut through the panic.
Stay together. Do not run.
Agu signaled to a group of resistance fighters hiding nearby.
We can't let them take the gate. It's the symbol of everything we are fighting for.
The fighters nodded, moving into position. Molotov cocktails flew through the air, bursting into flames against the armored vehicles. The soldiers hesitated, momentarily thrown off by the ferocity of the resistance. Amaka grabbed Agu's hand.
They're pushing harder. We need to draw them away from the crowd.
Agu's mind raced.
There's a construction site nearby. If we can lure them there, it will give the protesters time to regroup.
Using their knowledge of the city, Ago and Amaka led a daring diversion, drawing a significant portion of Bako's forces away from the toll gate. The streets of Victoria Island became a labyrinth of ambushes and counterattacks, with the resistance using every alley and every corner to their advantage. Meanwhile, news of the protests spread beyond Lagos. Videos of the brutality, of Kunle sacrifice, and of the unyielding spirit of the people flooded social media, sparking outrage across Nigeria and beyond. At the toll gate, the remaining protesters held their ground, their numbers swelling as more Lagosians joined the fight. Mothers and fathers, artisans and traders all came with whatever they could muster, their chants of Sorosuke, 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 Sorosuke rising into the night. Back at his command center, Bako watched the field with a growing sense of unease.
This isn't the protest anymore,
Adisa said quietly.
It's a revolution.
Bako's eyes narrowed.
Then we escalate. Prepare Operation Inferno. If they want war, I'll give them war.
As the first light of dawn broke over Lagos, the city stood transformed. The toll gate remained under the control of the people, their defiance a beacon of hope. Ago and Amaka returned to the gate, battered but alive. The sight of the crowd brought a rare smile to Ago's face.
They're not just fighting for themselves anymore,
he said.
They're fighting for all of us.
Amaka nodded, her eyes shining with determination.
Then we give them something to believe in. This isn't over. Not until Bako falls.
The final confrontation was near, and Lagos was ready.